This is breaking news.
Texas is poised to become a film haven, but not without a fight. A promise to make Texas the film capital of the world has left local creators rearing to cash in and preparing for a legislative battle. The Texas Senate has proposed injecting $498 million to revamp the state's film incentive program, a historic sum that rivals most other states and more than doubles the $200 million lawmakers plugged into the program during the last budget cycle. Film industry insiders, who have for years been fighting for a larger and more consistent funding stream, could hardly believe it when they heard the $498 million figure, a line item in the draft budget the Senate filed last month. According to Lieutenant Gov. Dan Patrick, the funding would include $48 million in grants for small films and television commercials, and up to $450 million in new tax credits, contingent on a bill passing. "It's like we are in a stars-aligned period," said Brian Gannon, director of the Austin Film Commission. "There's alignment across industry, across government. Everyone is excited." That excitement is palpable across Texas. From the 4,100-person town of Smithville to booming urban centers like Fort Worth, local officials, film commissions, and business owners say movie production is a boom to their economy because it creates new jobs, attracts tourists, and keeps businesses afloat. In Smithville, a small town about 40 miles east of Austin, restaurant owners say they continue to reap benefits from the filming of the 1998 romantic drama Hope Floats, because fans stop by to see the house where much of the Sandra Bullock movie was filmed, and then wander into their outpost for a bite to eat. Film stars have also thrown their weight behind film incentives. In a star-studded advertisement called True to Texas, Matthew McConaughey, Dennis Quaid, Woody Harrelson, Renee Zellweger, and Billy Bob Thornton urge lawmakers to help turn the state into a new Hollywood. The actors say they want to tell Texas stories in their home state and need state support to do so. Even so, economists remain skeptical about the return on investment of film incentives, and some state lawmakers say subsidizing movies is not the best use of taxpayer money. $500 million doesn't need to be routed towards the entertainment industry, said first-term state rep Daniel Alders R. Tyler. There are already Texas-sized incentives out here. Don't act like you have to have a handout in order to do business in the state of Texas. Texas is one of 37 states to offer a film incentive program, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures. Those programs can take the form of cash grants, as in Texas, or tax credits, which are what some of Texas' competitors, including Georgia and New Mexico, offer. Under the 18-year-old program, the state provides rebates to reimburse production companies between 5% and 20% of what they spend in the state, including wages to Texas residents and costs to rent film space or book hotels. At least 60% of the production must be filmed in Texas, per state law. Productions can receive an additional 2.5% rebate if they film in underutilized or economically distressed areas. Creative professionals say the program has been successful. It has created 182,000 Texas jobs and yielded $2.52 billion in state spending, according to the Texas Film Commission, which is housed under the governor's office. And for every $1 paid out for a grant, $4.69 is spent in state. Adriana Cruz, Executive Director of the Texas Economic Development and Tourism Division of the Governor's Office, testified last October. Patrick, the second most powerful Texas official, has made transforming Texas into a film haven a priority this session, reserving Senate Bill 22 for that purpose. The bill has not been filed as of Thursday afternoon. Patrick's office did not respond to the Texas Tribune's questions, and several House members declined to weigh in until the bill was filed. Industry leaders have proposed a transferable franchise tax credit. Smaller film productions making less than $2.47 million in revenue are exempt from the tax, since Texas does not have a state income tax. They're also pushing for a more consistent funding stream instead of an amount that is determined at the whims of lawmakers every 2 years. Regardless of what form SB 22 takes, there will likely be a legislative battle, said those who have watched lawmakers debate film incentives for more than a decade. There's always a negativity around it, said Adana Lewis, Director of Economic Development and Tourism for Bastrop County, the site of dozens of productions, including Bernie, The Tree of Life, and Fear the Walking Dead. There will be legislators who will be absolutely against it because they think it's money going to fat cat Hollywood guys, when in fact it's not.